Go for a 12th straight win tonight against Clemson. Louisville now in its 10th season as an ACC team. Opening tip, Michaela Elmore and Cochran, and it's won by the Tigers. Back here at home, we're on the season. They have had some success, but off to a bumpy start so far overall in ACC play after they won their initial game against Duke. Jayda Harris pulls up, gets the bounce as she knocks it down over Nina Ricards.
Good job with the jump stop there, going straight up. Nice touch on the shot.
Cardinals team that average over 75 points a game. They don't have really one or two go-to scorers. They've got 8 players averaging between 5 and 12 points a game, and nice drive to the basket by one of them, Nyla Harris.
You know, they don't have a single player in the top 20 in rebounding or scoring, but they do it by committee, like you mentioned.
Tiger team offensively averaging 74 points a game. Whitehorn, no. Robinson comes back out, and it comes down to Harris and the Cardinals.
That's what Amari does very, very well. Get that backside rebound. She just missed a putback.
Thinking about it from the outside was Sydney Taylor. They'll reset. Ricards, a Florida transfer.
Clemson in their 2-3 matchup.
Ball knocked away. Harris off the Louisville turnover. Mackenzie Kramer back in the starting lineup. Once again, Maddie Cluse unavailable to the Tiger team. She's missed a series of games recently. Kramer, a wide open Whitehorn on the wing. And the rebound again to Louisville, Kiki Jefferson.
Good job.
Their program this year from JMU, but another turnover by the Cardinals.
Good job penetrating and pitching out there by Mackenzie. Whitehorn just couldn't knock it down there. That was Jayda Harris right there doing a great job with the penetrating, going straight up.
And Nyla Harris, no relation. Sophomore out of Orlando, came to them as a 5-star. Kramer. And the Tigers struggling again. Get something going offensively after the early Jayda Harris basket. Louisville, a team that can play with pace. Taylor couldn't get the second bounce. And Kramer runs down the rebound for Clemson. So neither team lighting it up out of the gate. Tigers 1 of 4 from the field. Harris, though, on the drive. High percentage finish.
She did a great job at Syracuse the other night. The other afternoon had a double-double, 10 points and 10 assists.
Jefferson on the drive, forcing the action over Elmore, and a travel is the call. So a Louisville team, their head coach, Jeff Walz, will tell you that they've got to get their turnovers down. They give it up for a third time in the early going. Here comes Harris right at you.
I'll tell you, Harris is so quick. I didn't realize it until last Sunday when she was going by those defenders with a great first step. And Clemson needs that for sure.
Nyla Harris defending Clemson's Jayda Harris, and they'll call the Louisville sophomore for the personal foul. Jeff Walz, what a job he has done with this Louisville program. You look at the fact that they're ranked again in the top 15. They were an Elite 8 team a year ago for a 5th straight time. No one else in the country in women's basketball has been to 5 straight Elite 8s. They lost to Caitlin Clark in Iowa. That was what blocked them from getting to the Final Four. He's the winningest head coach, recently surpassed 450 wins at the helm of the Cardinals. Whitehorn, contact inside, offensive foul is the call.
A little bit out of control right there.
Nina Ricards taking the charge.
Yeah.
Oh, I take that back. It was Harris who stepped up.
Harris took the charge. She went by Ricards, but Harris stepped up, did a great job there.
Off balance in the lane, and Kiki Jefferson, who's already passed 2,000 points in her career, 5th-year senior from James Madison. Cardinals team that lost 11 players from last year's 26-win team, including their star, Haley Van Lith. 8 new players, including 4 this year, have made an immediate impact. And you see the off-balance score by top scorer on the team. Jefferson, just over 12 points a game. From the wing that time, she's a 33% three-point shooter, second on their squad, and the Cardinals build on their early advantage. Whitehorn inside, pump fake, nice move.
Really good.
Ruby Whitehorn, 14 points in the meeting last year. Tigers falling against the Cardinals up in Louisville. Quick ball movement. Harris, turnaround jumper.
Good job flashing to the ball right there by Harris. That's the weakness in that 2-3 zone right there.
Now Harris on either side, each with 4 points so far, and back up by 3, Louisville. Day Harris kicks in the corner, quick movement on the wing, Kramer. Lid remains on, it goes out of bounds, will stay in the Clemson end. Tigers Amanda Butler. It's a throwback night here in Littlejohn Coliseum. I know that the Tigers are excited about that, but her team is trying to get a win in the present, snap this 4-game skid, all coming in ACC play, but really looking at the losses against some of the better teams in the league, North Carolina, Florida State, also at Georgia Tech, at Syracuse, and Tigers in each of those games, of course. The heartbreak of Syracuse in the fact not only a 1-point loss Sunday, but the Tigers led by 13 in the 4th quarter. Whitehorn defended out high by Jefferson. Maddie Ott has just checked in. That's her with the ball. Shot clock under 5 and the travel. And a Clemson team with 3 turnovers now. Tigers coming in, giving it up about 16.5 times a game.
This team can score with anybody in this league, Pete. They just need to take a little more pride in their defense and take care of the basketball. Those turnovers, like you just mentioned, has been their Achilles heel.
And Louisville's going to force its share. You don't want to have unforced errors, as was the case right there.
Right. Louisville gets a lot of their points off their turnovers. You're right. Clemson in a little press of their own there, falling back into the 2-3 zone.
Tigers, as we noted, without Maddie Cluse, so one less player to go to on the roster. Runner not going to go down for Sydney Taylor, but a foul is called. Let you know about that when we come back to Littlejohn Coliseum. Cards up by 3 early.
Greatness is a feeling, a moment, a choice, unrelenting, a team effort. Greatness is accomplishing on this field and this one. Greatness is more than winning the game. It's changing it. Greatness is what we do. Accomplish greatness.
Businesses go further with 5G solutions. That's why they choose T-Mobile for Business. PGA of America and T-Mobile are partnering on 5G-powered analytics to help improve player performance. T-Mobile's network helps AAA stay connected nationwide to get their members back on the road. And Las Vegas Grand Prix chose T-Mobile to help fuel operations for one of the world's largest racing events. Now is the time to see what America's largest 5G network can do for your business.
Hey, I'm Chelsea, and a little thing I like about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Deluxe Sandwich is I think it's just a perfect combination of ingredients. The pepper jack cheese and that spiciness of the sandwich. It's the right type of spice and the right amount of spice. It's crunchy on the outside, but then really tender on the inside. And then obviously the pickles on the bottom are iconic. There are too many things I like about it. I don't know if I can finish the thought.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
The Home Depot, committed to filling the trades gap.
And Doug.
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity. Liberty Booshima. Lipcherty Blibbitu. Mark that one. That was nice. I think you're supposed to stand over there.
Oh, am I? Thank you.
So a couple more, but we'll go quick. Libru Smeeboo. Libru Breeboo. Limu Beeboo. And me.
He's an emu! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Amanda Butler trying to get her first win against Louisville and guide the Tigers to a victory against the Cardinals for the first time in a while. Louisville's won 11 of the 14 games in the series. Eno Inyang was called for the foul before the break.
Wasn't quite set right there. Kind of stepped into her, and Louisville coming in here going to shoot 2 free throws. Sydney Taylor. But Clemson's got to take care of the basketball if they win tonight. Louisville scored 5 of their points off the 3 Clemson turnovers, so Clemson cannot help them in that area. They're good enough with their steals and defense anyway.
Taylor from Long Island, New York, came to them this season from UMass. Grad transfer. 72% from the line this year. She was a first team all A10 player a season ago with the Minutemen, or Minute Women in this case. A couple of free throws, one of their better scorers, nearly 10 points a game. Largest lead so far. Cardinals the last of the unbeatens in ACC play, and now we've got to stop, I believe, a clock issue.
Must have been the shot clock. It's on 29 right now, and certainly it should be less than that.
Officiating crew led tonight by Katie Lukanich. Jeff Waltz passed the 450 win threshold in December. He was already the winningest head coach in Cardinals history, 17th season, in all but a couple of years without a trip to the NCAA tourney. And again, those 5 consecutive Elite Eights. Danielle Rausch hit the deck. Possession error will give it back to Louisville.
Another turnover.
That'll be 4 so far for Clemson over the first 5+ minutes of this game. Let's make sure Rausch is okay.
Looks like she might have fallen on her shoulder there. That's not a good sign.
Favoring the right side. She's been a valuable player off the bench for Amanda Butler this year. Of course, a season ago, she was a grad assistant at Clemson, having played at Michigan. They realized she knew she had another year of eligibility left and determined she wanted to give it one more go. Let's hope she's okay, as she'll get the attention by the athletic training staff behind the bench.
And I think since Christmas, Pete, she has really provided some quality leadership for this team, as you would think a veteran who had been a graduate assistant coach would.
Each of these teams adding several transfers in the offseason, and with that came a lot of experience of their rosters as well. One of the few freshmen on the floor. Pass went inside to Alif Istanbuloglu. Won't go down on the baseline jumper try by Olivia Cochran. Out of bounds it goes. And looks like it was last touched by the Tigers.
Sydney Taylor had a hold of Amari Robinson's jersey there. She couldn't go get that ball. Little straight line across the free throw line there on the out of bounds place.
Jefferson on the drive in the pull-up. Kiki Jefferson off to a nice start. 7 of the 13 points scored by the Cardinals. With a grad transfer from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Robinson out high, and they'll get Jefferson on the reach-in foul.
Gotta keep her hands off.
And you see the nice pull-up.
Well, she penetrated the guard forward gap right there, and the big did not step up. Inyang got to step up here to the mid post and stop that dribble penetration.
Robinson gets a rest. Harris looking inbound. Gets it back from Ott. Monty Freeman is checked into the game. Crossover Harris and a pull-up. Nice touch.
Nice job, yes.
Harris combined for 12 points in 2 games against Louisville a season ago while playing for the Pitt Panthers. She's done nicely so far for the Tigers with half a dozen, and a foul called inside. Ruby Whitehorn picks up her second. Quick move by Harris.
Harris can get by you. She's got a really good crossover dribble right there and exploded by that defender and went straight up for the jumper. The high post once again. Louisville having success getting the ball to the high post right there. And, you know, you foul Cochran. She's about an 81, 82% free throw shooter. 10th in the league, as a matter of fact.
season All ACC player, and someone who's grown in this program out of Columbus, Georgia, Carver High School.
A lot of great athletes have come out of Carver High School, Pete.
7 points in the game last year, and one of the few holdovers from that 26-win team a season ago. Makes a couple of free throws. 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Keep in mind, Ruby Whitehorn just picked up her second personal foul, still here in the opening quarter. Tigers turning it over for a 5th time. Jayda Curry, former Pac-12 Player of the Year with the ball for the Cardinals. Taylor on the wing. Curry transferred from Cal to this Louisville program. Jefferson, quick move by Taylor. Couldn't get the victory lap to fall, but she'll head to the line. And a second on Eno Inyang. Boy, really quick first step demonstrated by Sydney Taylor.
No doubt. Great job handling the basketball. Almost got the 2-point basket with a free throw chance to make it 3.
As a team, Cardinals shoot 77%. Taylor, one of their better free throw shooters at 72, but that just begins to tell the story. They get to the line a lot.
They do.
Been a big part of their story.
You're on scholarship to do that!
Taylor, though, unable to convert. And she makes it an 8-point game. Some full court pressure. They're not doing it as much this season, but they will employ it at times. Nia Valentine runs the point for the Tigers. Robinson back on the court. Cochran defends. Robinson yet to score. Kramer on the wing. Tigers 0 for 5 beyond the arc. A year ago in their loss on Louisville's home court, they were just 1 of 8 on 3-point tries. Head of steam into the front court for Jefferson. Taylor drives, went right past Michaela Elmore. Cardinals build a 10-point lead. Amanda Butler has seen enough. She calls a timeout with 2:45 to go in the opening quarter. We'll take a timeout as well here in Littlejohn Coliseum.
I'm a parking gate and I'm all out of whack.
Please insert your parking ticket.
It's gonna take a lot more than a little ticket to get out of here. And if you have cut rate car insurance, this could leave you all bent out of shape. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Someone!
That's broken too, pal.
Please insert your parking ticket.
Amari Robinson, the Clemson Tigers, trying to bounce back from a tough loss Sunday at Syracuse, but not the kind of start they would have wanted. Down by 10 here. Opening quarter against the Louisville Cardinals, number 13 in the land. And keep in mind, Ruby Whitehorn and Eno Inyang for Clemson with 2 personal fouls apiece in the early going. Harris has scored 6 of the 8 Clemson points. Michaela Elmore saw the defense coming. Valentine 0 for 6 beyond the arc for Clemson. Robinson, the putback off the glass.
Great job with the offensive rebound on the backside. You know, a whole lot of rebounding is just knowledge, knowing that 70% of those shots are going to come off opposite, and she's always there.
Taylor responds. Cardinals as a team, 2 of 3 beyond the arc, and the lead grows to 11. Louisville trying for a 6th consecutive victory. It would give them a second 6-game winning streak on the year. Robinson, strong move on Cochran. Coming down to Jefferson.
Looked like a foul there.
Taylor inside. Cochran couldn't get it to go. Elmore and Kramer there to defend.
You can't let her get it down that deep, though.
Valentine in transition, overshoots. Jefferson pushing the pace the other way. Goes right past Harris. Step through by Kiki Jefferson. 9 points in this opening quarter.
Got to be frustrating as a coach when you see that happen time and time again. Got to have a better effort.
Day Harris closing in on a personal best. From the outside, Michaela Elmore, 27% three-point shooter. Tigers knocked down their first try beyond the arc tonight. They're 1 of 8. Dangerous pass. Taylor out high. Curry on the wing for Jefferson. Battle for the rebound. Won by the taller Taylor. Jefferson to Istanbulu. Freshman from Istanbul, Turkey. Atif Istanbulolu able to hit the three. Back up by 13 go the Cardinals.
That's her third three-point field goal of the year and her third make of the year.
Just 15% coming in. Kramer hung up out high. And deflected. Jefferson scrambled for the ball with Valentine. Shot clock, or I should say game clock, in the final seconds of this opening quarter. And Harris dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds. 1/10 of a second remaining in quarter number 1.
That would be another turnover.
Tigers half a dozen in the opening quarter. Curry off to a 15-2 start overall, and are 4-0 in the ACC, the last of the unbeatens in the conference. Harris has done the most damage for Clemson. Give her 8.
You know, Clemson's 1 of 8 from outside the arc, but inside the arc, I believe that makes them like 6 for 8 or something like that.
Cardinals good ball movement so far. Lily Love, the Georgia Tech transfer, just into the game, and she travels. Be a 4th turnover for the Louisville team. Day Harris, who we told you combined for 12 points in 2 games against Louisville a year ago at Pitt, doing just fine tonight.
She does a great job of getting down and protecting that basketball, that low dribble right there to give her that good quick first step.
Boy, Harris with a want the ball mentality. Contact. I think one official was going to call a charge, but
right,
the ruling came from across the court. And so it'll be a block. And it'll go against Jayda Curry. And you see Jeff Walls does not agree. Crystal Apanaz and Talisha Green joining our lead official,
I believe
Lucanic, tonight.
I believe the official was right. She was fouled from behind there before she got to Love.
Harris can't hit the free throw, 66% of the year. Told you she's closing in on a season milestone for herself. Began the night just a couple of assists shy of her best ever campaign in that regard at Pitt, so she'll easily blow by that. Likely do so this evening. Makes 1 out of 2. Tigers back within 10. They've trailed by as many as 13. Russell just into the contest, can't get the bounce. Russell, another one of the returnees, the few, the Cardinal team from a year ago. Tigers trying to get a run going.
Louisville in their man-to-man.
And Kramer poked in the face by Love, who immediately apologizes to her.
That was a nice, good sportsmanship move there.
Love arrived at Louisville right around now a year ago. She had to sit out the rest of last season. But being in their system, her head coach really thinks helped her acclimate. So she's one of their newcomers, but not really. Harris couldn't get it to fall. Istanbulolu on the rebound. Curry on the pull-up. Former Pac-12 freshman of the year.
That was 3-on-2 situation there, and Curry made the great read. That was exactly what she should have done.
First points in the second quarter for the Cardinals. Curry defending, I should say Love defending Harris, who will be called for the offensive foul.
She did too. Stuck that elbow out there and pushed. That's just like a turnover.
Pretty obvious right there.
Yep. No doubt about it. Lowered that shoulder.
And you don't see as many charge calls this season in the men's or the women's game for a variety of reasons. Cardinals will give it up on the bad pass inside, but sometimes it's just plain obvious.
Yeah, Louisville had the high-low right there. Just threw the pass a little high for
Harris and Elmore. Elmore the only made 3 for Clemson so far. Whitehorn, 2 fouls in the opening quarter, but back out there. Amanda Butler needs the scoring. Driving on Taylor, and she'll go to the line.
Louisville in that sticky man-to-man, and they guard you closely. Very impressive. There she is coming in there. Good shot fake. Gets the girl over to one side and then turns back the other way. Very difficult shot. I don't know if she would have made that shot if she had not fouled her, but she bailed her out with a foul.
Whitehorn second on the team, 68% on free throws. Well, here's Saturday's basketball triple header. Clemson squaring off against Florida State. 4 Eastern, then Virginia taking on Georgia Tech. Finally, Kyle Filipowski and number 7 Duke play host to Pitt at Cameron Indoor. Should be a great afternoon and evening of hoops Saturday on ACC Network. Back to a 10-point deficit for the Tigers. Whitehorn will get a breather, trying to nurse her along with just those 2 fouls until halftime for Amanda Butler. Russell back out high for Curry. Curry, the travel. 6 turnovers so far for Louisville. And we told you if there's one thing that's bothering their head coach, despite winning 15 of their first 17 games, it's the turnovers.
Right. Well, that bugs any coach. Drives me insane. Of course, Clemson, that's one of their biggest bugaboos as well.
Harris with the ball has led the Tigers. 9 so far, getting it back from Kramer. Robinson limited to just 2 points over the first quarter plus. What a pretty feed to Whitehorn, who can't get the roll. Tigers have had a few, looked like they were going down, come back out so far. Cochran. Good ball movement for the Louisville team. And Cochran, you see at the bottom of your screen, like she might have.
I don't know if she twisted or bumped knees with somebody, but she went down and
able to put some weight on it. And yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a twist initially, so she'll head over to the sideline, but hopefully she'll be able to return. Just kind of judging by her facial expression, I think she just needs to walk it off. And
right.
That's obviously what you hope for. See if she can get back in the game.
She comes from a very athletic family. Her dad was a defensive lineman at Georgia and then played in the NFL for 5 years, I believe.
Jayda Curry feeds inside. Russell, strong move. Elmore defending. Robinson gets the rebound. Good job by Michaela Elmore.
Great rebound in traffic there.
Harris plays at a fast pace and finishes.
She's doing a great job penetrating and getting to the basket.
First in double figures on either side, give her 11 points. Tigers back within 8, as close as they've been in a while. Taylor, long 3 attempt over Kramer. Rebound battle won by Elmore.
Good job using her body to protect that basketball on the rebound right there, Michaela.
Tigers try to get a little bit closer. Left elbow pull up. Harris hit the deck off the miss. Scramble for it. Shovel ahead to Curry by Taylor. Taylor takes the feed. Will fire again from 3. Not that time. And Elmore another rebound. Sydney Taylor just a 28% three-point shooter. There's a couple of opportunities over the last minute. Harris again with speed. Tried to dump it off, and another charge will be called against the Tigers point guard.
I don't know if she called a charge or just the ball out of bounds.
As it turns out, no foul call.
Here's a replay on it.
I saw bodies fly. I heard a whistle. And, and then look at the reaction. She thought she'd had a foul called on her.
And she should have. Should have been a foul.
4 times she's turned it over so far. 8 for the Clemson team.
She's coming up a little gimpy too as she walks to the bench.
Maddie Ott, Lonnie Freeman back on the court with Elmore, Robinson, and Kramer for Clemson. Feed underneath. Harris, contact on the baseline. Lonnie Freeman will be called for the block. And Freeman picking up her first personal. 2 in the quarter on the Clemson team. Curry out high. Using the glass. From our angle, didn't look like it had any chance to even ricochet in.
The bank is open.
Their best three-point shooter at 39%. Back to a double-figure advantage for the Cardinals. Curry defending Kramer. Odd around a screen by Freeman. Robinson on the wing. Thought about a 3. Pump fake to Shed Harris. Back out high. Ott. And able to save it nicely is Russell. Here come the Cardinals. In the ball game, they've led by as many as 13. Russell. Curry the offensive rebound. And right back at it once again using the glass. A lot closer in that time.
Clemson had been doing a good job on the boards. It was one and done for Louisville most of this quarter, but they got a second chance point there.
Cardinals matching their biggest lead of the game. Robinson hung up out high. Under 5 to play before the half. Ott to Kramer. And travel is the call. Tigers trying to hang around against the number 13 team in the land, but down by 13.
Hey, what's going on?
I switched to H&R Block this year and had one of their experts do my taxes for me. Kind of a big win.
Oh, yeah?
They have a refund advance loan, so I got money the day I filed. You could get up to $3,500. Pretty huge.
I don't think my guy offers that.
And it's interest-free.
Huh.
Oh, yeah, we gotta pick up some milk. Great seeing you.
You could get an interest-free refund advance loan up to $3,500 the day you file.
Come on now, just hustling. I'm never gonna stop, keep climbing to the top. Yeah, I'm crushing it, crushing it. I'm on my way now. It's my best self. I'm making myself proud, there ain't no doubt. Start with Sprouts.
Please, can I have these, Mommy?
Finding your healthy has never been easier. Start with Sprouts.
We got a Subaru Forester Wilderness to discover all the places that make us feel something more.
Subaru is the National Park Foundation's largest corporate donor, helping expand access for all.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza, made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella, hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Wow. This new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear is so soft and so smooth. I'm starting to get tearied away. Ah, thank you, Mr. Smooth Bear.
Designed with smooth tear edges, new Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go.
Mom, you okay in there?
I'm terrific.
Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across teams and stay on track, so your team can spend more time celebrating wins. Try it for free at asana.com.
Day Harris has been on the attack so far for Clemson.
Good quickness right there. She gets the ball into the paint, goes straight up, got good bounce on that jump shot. Here she is again, straight up in the air. Nice touch. Here she gets all the way to the basket.
Harris, a veteran player, been a big addition to this Clemson team, giving him great point guard play, one of the 1,000-point scorers for the Tigers, and 11 tonight. Only player on either side in double figures on 5 of 7 from the field.
Doing a great job. I think she might have hurt herself, tweaked her knee or ankle there on that last play when she went to the floor there. She's back on the floor right now. It doesn't seem to bother her.
Based on her reaction, she thought that the second personal in the game had been called on her. Instead, they just ruled it a turnover, but she exited. She's back out there. Louisville trying to build its biggest lead of the night, led by 13 after a quarter of play. Curry from the wing. Good three-point shooter. Told you 39%. She had a dozen in their win Sunday against Wake. She's been good off the bench for them. 7 so far. Actually now give her 10, so she's the first Cardinal in double figures. Harris on the handoff from Whitehorn. Almost had it taken away by Russell. Elmore hit a 3 earlier, and now she'll go to the line and try to get a couple more.
Well, Louisville does a great job mixing up their presses. After that made field goal there, they jumped in full court denial, denying that inbounds pass, and almost had a 5-second held ball situation.
Kayla Elmore, listed as a senior earlier in the year, but now a graduate. She was able to make the walk in December. Third year in the program. Whitehorn, again, 2 fouls in the opening quarters. They're trying to strategically have her out there on the offensive end. Elmore, just her 9th free throw attempt on the year. She's now 6 of 9. Make it 6 of 10, so 1 of 2 to cut the deficit to 15. Jefferson, pretty pass inside, backdoor cut.
Poor
and the finish by Curry.
Poor defensive transition. You don't run down the floor with your back to the basketball. See the ball every tick of the clock.
Curry has a dozen. The lead is 17. Kramer hung up outside. Harris, really the only offensive weapon so far for Clemson. Double team coming. Ricards and Harris. And they'll get the push on Nina Ricards. Her second personal.
Going to the line to shoot 2.
5 in the second quarter on the Louisville team, so that means 2 free throws on any foul until the half against Louisville. Tigers just 2 team fouls here in the second quarter. Well, Danielle Roush, we saw her hit the deck on a dribble and leave the game in pain, and I thought she was favoring her right shoulder, but you see her left arm in a sling. We hope she's okay, and that's just something that she can recover from soon. Tigers without Maddie Cluse available tonight, so already down a player.
She looks like she's got a bag of ice maybe on the elbow area. She might have fallen on the elbow.
Tigers back within 16. Curry looking to add on. Robinson the rebound. Pulls down her 4th of the game. Other end, quick move. Harris, count it, and she's fouled. Boy, she was way under the basket when she released the ball.
It's been the Day Harris show here. She just explodes by Russell. Ooh, I don't know how she got that ball past the bottom of the backboard. Great job.
14 of the 24 Clemson points. Told you she's chasing a individual season assist milestone. Well, in case you're wondering, her career high is 27 in a game. She's better than halfway to that. She's got 15 of the Tigers' 25 points. Quick move, Curry. Kicking left of the lane, soft touch. Nina Ricards, the Florida transfer from Queens, New York.
It was a great job of ball reversal right there by the Louisville Cardinal team.
Back out to a 15-point advantage. Once again, Harris thinking about reversing, and she'll go back to the line. And that'll be a foul on Harris of Louisville.
Harris fouled Harris.
First second of the game. Really good ball movement by this Louisville team. They'll throw a lot of different offensive looks at you.
They really do. That was a great job reversing the ball there off the dribble, and found Rickards right there in the seam of that 2-3 zone.
Jeff Walls, their head coach, saying before the game that, you know, he's open-minded. He'll try all kinds of things, and he'll pick up things along the way, see what other teams are doing. And I know a lot of coaches have that mindset, but he just tends to have such a different look, and really does, like all good coaches do, he adjusts to his personnel.
True.
And then makes them work into a system that is able to use their strengths. Tigers cut the deficit back to 13.
Well, I like the fact that he uses multiple defenses. I always like to use multiple defenses, and if one thing's not working, change.
Jefferson driving. And that will be a second on the Tigers' Day Harris. He now has 17 points in the game.
That was pretty good position there by Harris. Well, I guess she reached in and got her across the arm there. That's exactly right. Good call.
So we noted earlier in the opening quarter, Ruby Whitehorn and Eno Inyang picking up 2 apiece for Clemson. The way the game has gone offensively for the Tigers, the last thing in the world they can afford is for Day Harris to pick up a third, because they need her to be able to go the distance tonight. They do not want to see her get a third before the end of the second quarter. But you've got to keep her on the floor because she's within sight right now.
She's their offense.
Jefferson 92% on free throws, and what do you know? She misses the second. 41-27, 14-point advantage for Louisville. Curry defending Harris. Now Whitehorn to Robinson. Out to Whitehorn. Open look. Left it short. Battle for the rebound. And it'll stay in the Clemson end. Kayla Elmore tied with Robinson for the team lead in rebounds per game, nearly 7 a contest. Dangerous pass. Curry knocked it away. Robinson recovers. Harris, she'll try a 3.
A little too quick.
Curry looking up floor. Russell behind Robinson. He had bodies flying all over the place. And Marissa Russell, who averages just over 6 a game, with the bucket.
She's one of the players that's been with Louisville for her entire career.
Kramer using the glass. So we've seen each team get a 3 with help from the window. Jefferson, bounce pass inside and back on the floor. Cochran able to convert.
Got to stop that dribble penetration out of the zone. They just hit that seam and nobody steps up.
Robinson, quick move on Cochran. Now Elmore. Now looked for Whitehorn, but ball went one way. Whitehorn went the other. Last touch, though, by Jefferson.
Now, Whitehorn had that backdoor layup there.
Cardinals doing a nice job with their transition offense.
They really are. That's a great pitch ahead right there to find.
And a collision of players as that play unfolded. Harris, quick move between defenders. Teardrop runner. How about Day Harris, a 19-point opening half? We've still got more than a minute to play. Clemson back within 13. They've gotten as close as 8 after they fell behind by a double-figure deficit. Curry, quick pass in the middle. Jefferson on the wing. Russell. And Whitehorn the rebound. Russell's their second best three-point shooter. Chance to get a little bit closer. Whitehorn. Hung up by Cochran, tried to get it to Harris. And Harris picks up that third foul here before the half.
She made a backdoor cut right there. And really the pass led her into her. That was
Jefferson coming over to defend.
Unfortunate, yeah.
So Day Harris, great first half scoring, 19 points to lead all in the game, but 3 personal fouls. And she's the first player on either side with 3. High up Valentine on the court in her place. You see the differential, shot clock to game clock. Curry out high. Taylor back to Curry. Shot clock at 10. Cochran's pass intercepted by Kramer. They'll turn off the shot clock. Tigers look like they're going to play for one.
Well, it's a good defensive possession for Clemson right there. They did a great job against the cutters for Louisville, matching up very well.
Louisville 7 turnovers in opening half, then taken away. Russell from Robinson. Final seconds. Curry to beat the buzzer. Well, Tigers were able. Mari Robinson scored 16 against Louisville last year, just 2 points in the first half tonight, of course, coming off a career high of 37 up at Syracuse on Sunday. Cardinals ball to start things out. Ricard's inside, a leap, a land, and a finish for Kiki Jefferson, their leading scorer.
Great call. Coach Walls coming out of the locker room, set that back screen for the lob. Screen the backside forward and lob it up there, and nobody can get to her.
Whitehorn nursed a couple of fouls in the opening quarter, holding on those as the second half begins. How about Elmore? She's been a big weapon from the outside. Another 3 for the Tiger junior.
Good job penetrating and kicking out by Harris to get the assist.
They looked inside toward Cochran. Ricard's hop step on the wing, firing Taylor. Rebound, Cochran, and the putback.
That's what she does.
That's why I thought she'd be so important for this game, because you figure Clemson will try to work inside to Robinson. They would try to work inside to Cochran and get Robinson in foul trouble. That's Amari Robinson out high. Tigers looking to get her going in the third quarter. Harris dumping inside. Nice feed to Robinson.
2 assists for Day Harris. They obviously are looking to stop that scoring punch that she's had. And she's doing a good job finding the open player off that dribble penetration.
Ricard's
walk.
Florida transfer out high to the JMU transfer, Kiki Jefferson, a 33% three-point shooter. And Louisville matching its largest lead of the contest. Harris will bring it up. She just matched a personal season high with her 80th assist. She was a starter for most of her 4 years with the Pitt Panthers. Came here this season to finish out her career with the Tigers. Whitehorn.
Louisville playing the man-to-man defense, but they're switching on anything on the perimeter.
Just 4 points so far for the second leading scorer for Clemson. Tigers will keep at just 4.3 on the shot clock.
Watch the back screen coming from the backside forward here. Screen the post player.
Elmore never had a chance to get around Cochran. That's why Jefferson able to catch it and go back up with it. Robinson to beat the shot clock. Coming down to Taylor, pushing the pace. Cardinals play with a really good pace. Jefferson bullet pass. Cochran spinning on Whitehorn. And we'll get a foul called. And it'll be the third on Ruby Whitehorn. We told you Harris getting an 80th assist on the season. What a pretty pass to Amari Robinson.
Yep, good shot fake. Finds Robinson wide open when Cochran steps out to pick her up.
Well, 3 fouls now on Whitehorn to go with 3 on Day Harris.
We mentioned Cochran is an 81% free throw shooter.
Second on their team. Their leader Jefferson, 92% coming in. That one goes down. Cardinals 7 of 10 on free throws. Clemson's actually attempted 1 more foul shot so far in the game. But the lead has grown to 19, biggest of the night for the number 13 team in the land, Louisville Cardinals. Whitehorn inside. Inyang, and a block is called. Cochran hitting the deck. First on Olivia Cochran.
Good job dropping to the block right there. Inyang Cochran didn't get there in time on the pass.
First team foul on Louisville. Sounded like we had an inadvertent horn. And the Tigers now inbound in front of their bench with 17 on the shot clock. Harris into Robinson. Tigers trying to be more efficient in the second half. Whitehorn couldn't get it to go down. Nice move across the lane. Front court, bullet pass. Taylor unable to finish. Harris for Louisville.
That was a great job running to the rim by the Louisville big.
Harris for Clemson will be called for the travel, so a 6th turnover in the game for her. And that'll be a dozen now for Clemson.
I didn't see that.
She took the extra step after she picked up her dribble. Cochran, right elbow. Nothing but net for Olivia Cochran. She has 10, and the lead grows to 21 points for Louisville. Trying for a 12th straight win against Clemson. Amanda Butler looking to slow down the freight train that's coming at her. Louisville expanding the lead here in Littlejohn.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Save nearly $750.
With that kind of money, we could fly south.
Except we don't migrate.
No, I'm talking actually fly. Sit back, relax, maybe work on my novel, and I won't forget the little birds out there. Actually, yes, I will.
Wow, money changed you.
Just keeping it real. Do people still say that?
Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds to spend on whatever you dream up.
Keep climbing to the top, yeah, I'm crushing it, crushing it. I'm on my way now. It's my best self. I found making myself proud, there ain't no doubt. Start where it's now.
Please, can I have these, Mommy?
Finding your healthy has never been easier. Start with Sprouts.
This new year, make a resolution to save at Toyota of Rock Hill. Resolve to take advantage of Toyota of Rock Hill's Real Zero Deal. 0 down, 0 payments for 3 months, and 0 cost maintenance. All backed by our rock-solid guarantee. And we honor all dealers' ads. This year, make a New Year's resolution you'll want to keep. Save with the Real Zero Deal at Toyota of Rock Hill, located minutes from Uptown at exit 79.
When I found out I was going to be a parent, I immediately felt a lot of anxiety and worry. So I went on to BetterHelp to try to look for a therapist to help me with that.
My relationship with my family and with my boyfriend and with myself were suffering. I really needed help.
I was ruminating a lot. Really getting those thoughts out to a therapist and getting feedback was just life-changing.
When it comes to hair supplements, you just never know.
You see things online, you just don't know if they're gonna work.
Is this gonna be powerful enough? Am I actually gonna see substantial results from it?
My dermatologist recommended Nutrafol, and it's 100% drug-free and clinically tested.
Within 3 months, my hair is fuller.
It's longer, it's thicker.
It was so nice to be noticed for my hair after hiding it for so many years.
Try the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com.
Our next gymnastics meet on ACCN and the ESPN app Sunday afternoon. Pittsburgh squaring off against number 19 Clemson. Here in Littlejohn Coliseum, coverage begins at 4 Eastern on ACCN. Of course, this past Friday night, a special night. It was the inaugural match for the top 20 Clemson team, and performances by Lily Lepet, part of a victory over William and Mary. As a result, Lepet earning ACC Newcomer of the Week. Congratulations to her and the Tigers. The inaugural season of Clemson gymnastics starting with a win. Better than 8,000 fans. We're here to see it, no doubt. Sunday afternoon will be a great crowd at Littlejohn. If you can't make it out, join us on ACCN, 4 p.m. for that. Out of the timeout, Harris can't knock down the jumper. Battle for the rebound, and the foul called. The Cards came down with it.
That was on Ino Yang, I believe.
That'll be 3. Clemson's post player. 2 in the quarter. Or did they call Harris for her 4th?
Harris. They called it on Harris.
Boy, oh boy, it looked like Inyang was the one who committed the personal. So a 4th on Harris. She has to go to the bench. And of course, she scored 19 of Clemson's 37 points. Tigers in the zone. Taylor explored, then got it out to Jefferson. Bullet pass underneath. The reverse won't go down for Nyla Harris.
That was a good cut by Harris, just didn't finish the job.
Kramer loads up. Battle for the rebound, won by Jefferson.
4 on 2.
Moves at a good pace, has numbers. Off balance, no. Whitehorn the rebound.
Good job by Nia Valentine defending there.
Whitehorn for 3. And Cochran pulls down the rebound. Quickly ahead, Harris. Whitehorn couldn't get there in time. And the Cardinals lead now 23. Valentine on to run the point. And another timeout called. And we'll take a timeout as well. Tigers trying to get back in this game. Louisville's up big on Clemson.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Save nearly $750.
With that kind of money, we could fly south.
Except we don't migrate.
No, I'm talking actually fly. Sit back, relax, maybe work on my novel, and I won't forget the little birds out there. Actually, yes, I will.
Wow, money changed you.
Just keeping it real. Do people still say that?
Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds to spend on whatever you dream up.
Keep climbing to the top, yeah, I'm crushing it, crushing it. I'm on my way now. It's my better self.
Please, can I have these, Mommy?
Finding your healthy has never been easier. Start with Sprouts.
This is not just a refill. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
This new year, make a resolution to save at Toyota of Rock Hill. Resolve to take advantage of Toyota of Rock Hill's Real Zero Deal. 0 down, 0 payments for 3 months, and 0 cost maintenance. All backed by our rock-solid guarantee. And we honor all dealers' ads. This year, make a New Year's resolution you'll want to keep. Save with the Real Zero Deal at Toyota of Rock Hill, located minutes from Uptown at exit 79.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback most was the moment they walked away from it.
Mom! Oh, thank goodness.
And that's why our family will only drive a Subaru.
Subaru. More IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Tigers down big here in the 3rd quarter. We have basketball royalty in the house, if you will. Tina Charles, a great in the WNBA, a 2-time national champion for the UConn Huskies back in her college days. And what has her here tonight? Well, she's friends with Clemson assistant coach Joy Smith, so she's watching the Tigers play courtside this evening.
I think if we put an orange uniform on her, we might have a chance to get back in this game.
There you go. Well, she did some big winning at UConn. Louisville Cardinals have won at UConn-like levels in recent seasons. Looking to get back to the NCAA tourney this year. That's pretty much a given. They've been to 5 straight Elite Eights. Whitehorn, quick move across the lane. Kind of how it's gone tonight for the Tigers. They just can't get it over the rim. And down low, Robinson called for the travel. And Amari Robinson's struggles continue. No doubt part of the defensive game plan. Just 4 points so far for the Tigers' leading scorer, who came averaging better than 18 a contest.
Well, once again, we talked about playing multiple defense. That time, Coach Walsh came out in a 1-2-2 zone.
Jefferson with the ball for Louisville. She has 15, cross-court pass Taylor. Quick shovel down low. Nyla Harris hung up by Elmore, held ball, and the arrow will give it back to Clemson's. The Cardinals turning it over, just their 8th in the game.
Nice job by Elmore, staying on her feet. Harris turned the ball into her, and she just simply clamped down on that basketball to get the jump ball in our possession. Very good job by Elmore on that possession.
First turnover of the second half for Louisville here with under 4.5 to go in the third quarter. 4 fouls on Day Harris, top scorer for the Tigers tonight. Kramer on the wing, Cochran out to defend. And Cochran will be called for the reach-in, much to her disbelief based on the expression.
That was a good job by Kramer there. Good job faking, getting her to one side, shot fake, rocked her up, and she did get in there with a forearm. That was a good call.
Cochran's second personal foul. She'll get a rest.
She's
Two
played,
team fouls each here in the quarter.
Yeah, she's played very well here this second half, too.
Whitehorn, Tigers' second leading scorer, has managed just 4 points, just like Robinson. Tigers 0 for their last 6. They've gone more than 4 minutes without scoring. Curry came away with it for Louisville. Now they'll set up. They had a fast break opportunity. Tigers defending it well. Across the lane, Jefferson, big step around Elmore. Harris the rebound. Whitehorn scrambling for it, and the Cardinals will keep it.
Louisville's on a 9-0 run right now.
Tigers trailed by 15 at the half. Amanda Butler trying to wait until the fourth quarter before she puts Day Harris back in there with the 4 fouls.
Yeah, I hate to see anybody commit a foul 94 feet from the basket, but Day picked up her 4th foul down there. That's just an absolute no-no.
Jefferson, player of the year in her conference a year ago in the Sun Belt. Istanbuloglu showing touch. True freshman, originally from Istanbul, Turkey. Curry almost came up with another steal.
Yeah, dangerous cross-court pass there. Curry's got some quicks now. She broke on that ball very well.
Freshman of the year in the Pac-12 back in the 21-22 season for the Cal Bears. Had a 30-point game against rival Stanford during her time with Cal.
You ever been to Cal Berkeley?
Never been to the Bay Area, but to neither Cal nor Stanford's campus. Robinson can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and last touch by Onoinyang.
You have to, you're required to wear a tie-dye t-shirt if you go to Cal Berkeley.
That's what you hear, huh?
I've been there, I know.
Have you ever coached in their arena there?
Yes.
What about at the nice arena they had built many years ago at Stanford, which of course had some legendary moments. Did you ever coach a game at Stanford?
Never did.
Almost taken away on the wing, Taylor. Coming up on 3 to go in the third quarter. It's been a struggle to say the least. Tigers have managed just 5 points in the quarter. Louisville's outscored them by 10. Elmore coming away with a steal, her 19th of the season.
Good quick hands.
Nia Valentine running the point with Harris in foul trouble. Elmore, not that time from long range. Rebound coming down to Sydney Taylor, the UMass transfer. On the wing, Russell gets it back to Taylor. Taylor, top of the lane pass. Inyang defending, and travel the call.
Really good ball movement there by Louisville.
Cardinals do move it well. They had played just 4 ACC games coming in. 4-0, the only unbeaten team in conference play in the league standings. The Louisville team came up in the loss column on several others. Ott from the corner. And running down the rebound is Harris. Quickly on the other end, and it rolls on home for Marissa Russell, native of Ottawa, Ontario. And we told you about all the newcomers for the Louisville team. They played in a tournament in Canada during the summer. It didn't count as one of the foreign trips, but it essentially served as one. And just like so many of the foreign trips during the summer, it really was a great time for them to bond as a team, get to know each other better, and get to know each other playing on the court. Going to get a foul inside on the Tigers. I should say on Louisville.
Well, Louisville has just turned it up a notch. They are running the floor, getting layups, and Clemson's got to do a better job in defensive transition. Stop the ball first. That's the key. Stop the ball early.
Russell with a nice finish. Sydney Taylor just picked up her second for the Cardinals. Tigers trying to snap a scoring drought, and now the foul will be a fourth on the Cardinal team as Curry picking up another personal. Louisville, as the night began, a game up in the loss column in the ACC standings on Florida State, Syracuse, Virginia Tech, and North Carolina. Tigers have played the Seminoles in the orange and the Tar Heels. Playing Louisville tonight, and this weekend they've got a game at Virginia Tech. Robinson, tough play inside. It'll stay in the Clemson end. So you look at Clemson off to a 1-4 start in the league with the lone win back in December against Duke, but look who they've played, and they've been in every game. This is the first time that Amanda Butler's team really hasn't kept the game a 2 or 3 possession contest, or even closer than that, throughout.
That's true, and certainly had a chance to win Sunday. Had a big lead going into the fourth quarter, but just couldn't hold it.
Tigers 0 for their last 10 from the field, haven't scored in more than 7 minutes. Harris back on the court with the 4 fouls. Bullet inside, Robinson gets the bounce.
Another assist by Day Harris.
Give her 4 in the game, give Robinson half a dozen. First basket in a while for Clemson, 64-39. Russell, Istanbulolu. Battle inside, won by Harris of Louisville.
Well, Harris does a lot of good things.
Curry trying to make another bank from 3 like she did in the opening half. See the differential in the 2 clocks. Harris pulls up, knocking it down. Day Harris, 21 of the game. Louisville will play for a final shot with a comfortable advantage. Curry with the ball, 14 in the game. Jefferson leads the Cards with 15. They have a third double scorer in Cochran with 10. From the corner, won't fall for Russell. A foul called inside.
Called on
3.2 to go. Ruby Whitehorn picking up her 4th personal.
Is that Ruby? I thought it might have been Freeman.
And it comes with under 5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. That hurts. Still time on the clock for the Cardinals to add to the lead. Curry, hard time getting it in, finds Love, who tried to give it to Harris. And Freeman will be called for the foul with 2 seconds to go.
Well, a positive here is they're still not in the bonus.
4th team foul on Clemson. Freeman picks up her 2nd. Quickly in Istanbulolu, and she'll go to the free throw line. Boy, 3 fouls inside of the final 5 seconds of a quarter.
Yep, and this is going to create some points here. With a very good shooter on the line.
3rd foul on Inoenyang. Atif Istanbulolu. And from Istanbul, Turkey, so isn't that coincidental with the last name in the hometown? Hit the free throws, 72%, true freshman in this program. And she misses both. Rebound Harris to beat the buzzer. Second time that's happened at the end of a quarter in this game. Basketball Hall of Fame needs Barbara Kennedy Dixon as a member of it. Of course, one of the all-time greats, Caitlin Clark, playing right now for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Curry tonight at times has looked like both Clark and another Curry who plays in the NBA. But anyway, if you were to factor in that Barbara Kennedy Dixon played in an era that didn't have the three-point line, and Caitlin Clark does, well, it's about a 400-point difference as a result of the three-pointers made by Caitlin Clark. Robinson, count the basket, she'll go to the line.
Yeah, Barbara Kennedy Dixon, it is an absolute shame that she's not in the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. As we see Amari get her 8th point here, that's a great job getting her defender up in the air and then going to the basket and finishing on that three-point play.
Marissa Russell picking up the personal foul, and with that, it won't show up in any record books outside, though, of the Robinson household, but within. Very important moment right there for the daughter who just passed her mom, who was a fabulous player at Providence, for the family scoring lead for her career. She had matched her with 6. Long ago, Amari went way past her dad, who played at Notre Dame. I mean, that was pretty much academic, but mom was holding on, and she just, I'm sure, proudly saw her daughter go past her in career points.
Yeah, her mom is in the Providence College Hall of Fame, played for the great Bob Foley up there, and just an outstanding player.
Inyang the rebound off the miss, and now Curry commits the personal. Curry reaching in. It'll be a third personal on the native of Corona, California, just outside of Los Angeles.
That was another foul 94 feet from the basket. That's one of my pet peeves.
Harris playing with 4 fouls, dishing to Inyang, who finishes off the glass. Russell was late to get over to defend. And Inyang with the basket and her first bucket of the night. Tigers still down by a bunch.
Clemson going man-to-man.
They played a lot of zone in this game tonight. Curry, good outside shooter. Long rebound, Harris.
2-on-2 fast break.
Robinson to her right. Harris shovels over to Robinson. Another assist for Day Harris. Has a new personal best in a season. She's gone past the 80 assist mark. And again, still a bunch of basketball to be played in this 23-24 campaign. Robinson building on her night. She's now in double figures with 10. Tigers on a 6-0 run, but still a big mountain to climb, and under 8 minutes to go in the quarter. Russell from outside. Inyang with the rebound. Really the first kind of semblance of a run that Clemson has had tonight. Harris defended by Love, left of the lane, and the foul is called. Lily Love with her second personal. So we noted Amari moves ahead of mom, now has the family scoring lead in the Swish family Robinson. And you see the numbers.
And knowing her mom, there's no doubt she is so proud of Amari. And Dad too. Dad's proud of her as well. And I'm proud of her. She's an outstanding young lady and a wonderful basketball player.
Andrea and Keith proud of daughter Amari, native of Douglasville, Georgia. What a great career she's had. She's going to go into education. She'll be phenomenal in that. She'll be a teacher. She may have the desire to become an administrator of some kind. She'd do great in that regard, you would think.
Well, she will have completed her master's degree by the time this year is over.
A couple of free throws for Harris. Give her 23 points on the night. She's closing in on a career high. She has scored nearly half of Clemson points. Tigers back inside of a 20-point deficit. Taylor to Curry. Tigers in this man-to-man, it looks like it's kind of put a bit of a wall up in front of the Cardinals. Pull-up jumper, Taylor, no. Offensive rebound, good work by Nyla Harris, the sophomore. Inside though, ball knocked away. Inyang comes up with it. Harris off the hesitation, spin. On the wing, Ott. Big three for Maddie Ott.
And another assist by you-know-who, Day Harris.
Jeff Walls yelling out to his team. Wasn't happy with that defense. Tigers down by 16, but a lot closer than they've been in a long time. Curry, plenty of time with the shot clock. She'll penetrate on Harris. Couldn't get it, got it back. On the wing, Taylor. Rebound battled for, and Harris comes away with it. Louisville, 6 of 19 in the game from three-point range. Now we got a foul. And it'll go against Sydney Taylor. Well, Tigers picking it up on offense.
Yep, that's a great find right there to Maddie Ott, standing three-point shooter, and she rips it, knocks it home. And that happens to be the 4th team foul on Louisville, Pete. So Clemson will be shooting the bonus the rest of the way.
Tigers have yet to be called for a foul in the 4th quarter. Sydney Taylor just picked up her 3rd. She remains on the floor. Cardinals only play really 8 or 9 a game. Ott tries again, contested well that time by Nyla Harris. Cardinals getting the stop. Tigers on an 11-0 run over the last roughly 3.5 minutes. Louisville using some clock, still with a significant advantage. Taylor out high, Cochran looking low for Harris. Freeman defends, and a turnover.
Well, that's a call 3 seconds. I hadn't seen a 3-second call since 1989, but I believe that's what they called.
11th turnover in the game for Louisville. Ruby Whitehorn, one of 2 Tigers with 4 personal fouls. On the court, and the player bringing up the ball, the other, Day Harris. Whitehorn limited tonight, just 4 points. Robinson had been held down until a flurry of offense. Here in late stages of the game, Harris drives inside and 1. Curry committing her 4th personal. Tigers back within 14, a chance to get a little closer.
Louisville does not have an answer for Day Harris, that's for sure.
We've seen that move throughout the night.
Right. Great crossover dribble down low below her knees, and good explosive first step to the basket.
Unable to get the free throw. Remains a 14-point game. Ricards on the drive and a foul. Tigers will hope it's on Kramer, and it is. There's Whitehorn with 4 in the game. Mackenzie Kramer, Lehigh transfer for this Clemson team. Her 1st personal.
Wasn't a very smart play in terms of Ricards because it was 1-on-2. There were 2 Clemson defenders in there, but neither one of them guarded her.
Nina Ricards, Florida transfer, originally from New York City. One of their 5,000-point scorers. Unable to get the free throw. Tigers with the ball down by 15, coming up on the midway mark of quarter number 4. Harris saw the double team come. Robinson on the wing. Kramer, step back 3. Cochran, the strong rebound. She's done good work on the glass tonight. And Ricards, they've got about 4 or 5 players who can run the point for them. This is a very good ball handling team. It's surprising they have as many turnovers a game as they do.
Yep, guard play is very good, and the forwards are.
Great find inside. Jefferson, another one who runs the show for them, and Cochran the finish.
That was a good roll from the high post to the low block right there, and she got that ball knew what to do with it.
Cochran building on her night. She now has a dozen. Harris. And a whistle. And we'll get a foul inside. Amani Freeman committing the personal foul. Jefferson, bullet pass, Cochran takes and delivers.
The warp rift is expanding. All worlds within the Calaxian Veil will be consumed.
This difficulty demands a specialist, an ease specialist.
Yeah, that's me. Geico makes it easy to get coverage for what you care about. Cars, apartments, jewelry. Jewelry?
And what about the warp rift?
I've got you. There you go.
Dust in the cartridge.
Goonie.
From cars to renters to jewelry, it's easy to Geico.
Just hustling. I'm never gonna stop, keep climbing to the top. Yeah, I'm crushing it, crushing it. I'm on my way now. It's my best self. Making myself proud, there ain't no doubt. Start with Sprouts.
Please, can I have these, Mommy?
Finding your healthy has never been easier. Start with Sprouts.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly.
This new year, make a resolution to save at Toyota of Rock Hill. Resolve to take advantage of Toyota of Rock Hill's Real Zero Deal. 0 down, 0 payments for 3 months, and 0 cost maintenance. All backed by our rock-solid guarantee. And we honor all dealers' ads. This year, make a New Year's resolution you'll want to keep. Save with the Real Zero Deal at Toyota of Rock Hill, located minutes from Uptown at exit 79.
Uh-oh. It's the Southeast Mini Golf Mixer Champ.
Do anything cool this weekend?
Mark.
Mark?
I just stayed in.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cleveland or South Beach. Be the real you.
The moment I loved our Subaru Outback most was the moment they walked away from it.
Mom!
Oh, thank goodness.
And that's why our family will only drive a Subaru.
Subaru. More IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand. Love. It's what makes Subaru, Subaru.
Tigers trying to mount a furious comeback and work through the dangers of foul trouble. Harris and Whitehorn picked up a third each in the opening half. Whitehorn limited scoring tonight. Tigers second in points per game, just 4 so far, but vital in so many ways besides just getting points. Clemson's gone man-to-man in this quarter, Jim, and it's really helped them. They've trailed in this game by as many as 27. They've gotten as close as 14 down. Not hitting the deck. Play continues on. Ricard's on the drive, can't finish. Whitehorn comes away with it. Now just under 4 to play. Cardinals, one of their last 8 from the field. Whitehorn looked toward Robinson, instead goes right of the lane, forcing it. Tough to do over the 6'1" Jefferson. Half a dozen for Ruby Whitehorn.
Good body control by Ruby right there.
Tigers trying to get some stops. They have 2 team fouls, so it's going to get to that point where they do need to commit some fouls. Cochran. And Robinson runs it down. Kramer not on the floor right now. Odd, good three-point shooter for Clemson. Elmore trying to add to her night from 3. Robinson offensive glass. Whitehorn too far under, but a foul is called.
They bailed her out again, didn't they?
Cochran the personal foul. Oh, Ruby Whitehorn, they'll need more of this down the stretch.
Good driving lane right there. Got bumped. Still finished.
Whitehorn from the free throw line this season, 68%, second on the team. Cochran picked up her 3rd foul for Louisville. 5-star performer for the Clemson team, now a sophomore out of Detroit, Michigan. Eight points in the game. Tigers as close as they've been in a while. Yeah, they're still down by 13, but they have narrowed the gap significantly here in the 4th quarter. Applying pressure near midcourt. Now Ricards with the ball, played in a great high school program, Christ the King, Queens, New York. On the feed to Taylor. Jefferson strong inside on Harris.
That'll be 5.
And that's going to be a 5th on Day Harris. Her night is done. 2 points shy of a career high. She'll exit with 25 of Clemson's 58 points. Just the 3rd on the Clemson team.
Yep. I'll tell you, Clemson's really done a commendable job since they've gone man-to-man. And I don't know, this quarter, Louisville's only shooting 20% from the field because of their man-to-man defense. So, might give Coach Butler something to think about.
Kiki Jefferson, JMU transfer. Now with 16 points in the game. Over 2,000 career points. So she was the go-to player for the Dukes of JMU. Adding to her night now with 17 in the contest. Back out to a 15-point lead. Coming up on 2.5 to play in our 4th quarter. Kramer gets the screen from Elmore and loads up. And Tigers' issues from beyond the arc continue. 4 of 24 on 3-point tries. 35% Sunday at Syracuse beyond the arc. And now Cardinals clearly just trying to wind that clock down. Cochran out front, long attempt, Taylor.
Well executed. Coach spread them out, penetrated and kicked his 3-point shooter. Taylor buried it.
Cardinals are 7 of 20 beyond the arc. Three-point shooting was an issue against Louisville last year. Tigers attempted just 8, made just 1. Under 10 on the clock, 1:40 to go in the quarter. Whitehorn can't get it to fall, and timeout for a substitution. Henny Von Schaik will check in for Jeff Wall's team. He sees the opportunity to get Cochran out of there. Cochran, remember, came up gimpy, looked like she twisted an ankle earlier in the game.
Love back in.
And Alexia Mobley also checking back in, so Cardinals getting some players some rest. We'll see Curry come back on the floor for Jefferson. Jeff Wall's talking about the transfers not only brought quality, but he said it's so different when you bring in a grad transfer or a player who's been in college for 2 or 3 years. It's just so different than bringing in a freshman, even if you bring in a 5-star freshman. Von Schaik didn't waste any time trying to get in the scoring column. And now Maddie out fouls out high. But it is a good point, and you've seen the veteran presence of some newcomers for Clemson this year, but I could understand, again, the best of the high school players, one thing they've not achieved in their basketball careers is the experience of college basketball, which is such a change from the prep level.
No doubt about it. You come in, you know, I used to say it takes a high school player a good year to develop and adjust to the college game. And a junior college player or a transfer, when I was coaching, you know, it took about a semester, I felt like.
Whitehorn went for the steal. And she's got 10 on the night. Timeout will be called by Amanda Butler with her team down by 16. You know, Ruby Whitehorn playing hard. Been a struggle for her this evening after she scored 14 in the matchup last year. Good steal, just took it right away from Alexia Mobley.
Right.
No, Ruby Whitehorn, Tigers leader in steals. 25 coming in, actually tied for the team lead with Day Harris.
I don't know if Coach is going to use a timeout. Coach Walsh is going to use a timeout here to advance the ball or not. I doubt it, with the score being what it is. But Clemson's probably going to come with their full court press. They're probably their diamond press, and hope to get a trap there in the corner and make something happen. Don't quit till the final buzzer.
Of course, the previous 4 games, Clemson been right there near the end, only to see a bad bounce or the other team just execute better. I thought it was interesting in the loss a couple of games ago against Georgia Tech. Tigers ended up losing that game by 8 points. And the Georgia Tech coach, from what I understand, the closing seconds, she actually called a timeout with a lead, comfortable enough at that stage, because she wanted to work on some late game situations. So obviously they say coach all 40, but I would think that that's something coaches will often do, and the other coach understands.
Yeah.
They would want the same opportunity to do the same.
Sure.
You never know, that moment that Georgia Tech worked in the closing seconds against Clemson, that could mean a win or two down the stretch and added success for their season.
You grab every teaching moment. Every teaching moment.
Taylor looking inbound, Elmore defending, and good job by Michaela Elmore, forcing Sydney Taylor to call the timeout. You know, another point about Louisville's team and the experience they've brought in, and the likes of Sydney Taylor, a grad transfer, Kiki Jefferson, also a grad transfer. The maturity, and you see the head coach, Jeff Walls, drawing it up, and he says, as a result, you just got players coming in, just focus on basketball, and really no issues at all. It's just been a very focused group this year, and they know they've got one final year to play, and with all due respect to the programs they came from, this is probably the best program that they're a part of in college. 5 straight Elite Eights. A coach who knows what he's doing in rebuilding a roster that lost 11 players, including a star Haley Van Lith. But you can have confidence that coming to the Louisville program, as he said, look, just making the NCAA tournament, that's not going to get it done anymore. He told me before the game, he goes, if I just try to make the NCAA tournament, I'll probably get fired. Long pass ahead, Russell runs it down. So they have established a certain bar, and these players have embraced those expectations, the new ones that have joined his program this year.
Yep, and you know, we mentioned earlier the
nice feed inside, by the way, Curry and Alexia Mobley. Good moment for her off the bench.
We mentioned earlier that this team doesn't have a single player in the top 20 in scoring in the ACC. There she is going with a dribble drive. She's looking at Mobley all the way, stepping inside. We're going to sleep over here with Michaela.
Mobley can't get the free throw. Curry, by the way, with 4 assists in the game.
Now, she's a fine little guard. I like Curry. But don't have a single player in the top 20 in the ACC in scoring or in rebounding, but they get it done by committee. They've got 4 in double figures here tonight and another with 8.
By Jefferson with 17, Curry 16, 12 for Cochran, 11 for Taylor. Tigers led by Day Harris, 25, a season high for her, but she's fouled out. Whitehorn and Robinson 10 apiece. And away from the ball, I believe a foul was called. The Cardinals, you look at their team and you can tell they've got players who can play multiple positions on the offensive end and defend multiple positions. You can see Curry playing the point, but she can also be a 2. Jefferson looks like she could play anywhere on the floor. She could probably play with her back to the basket.
Same with Taylor. Same with Taylor.
Taylor, the same thing.
Yep. Really good size there. Those girls can play.
Elmore adding to her scoring night, gave the Tigers a boost by hitting a couple of threes. She has 8 in the contest. Cardinals will make it a 12th straight win in the series and improve to 12-3. Louisville, 10th year in the ACC. They're the only ACC team over the past decade that's finished in the top 4 in the standings in each regular season. So they have really made their mark in a very good women's basketball conference.
A model of consistency, that's all you can say.
And yet again, even though their coach would disagree with you, because I actually pointed it out to him, because that's what their folks had said coming in, and that they really haven't been in many close games. They haven't played many nail biters this year. They're about to go to 16-2 on the season. And he pointed out that, well, some of their games, the final score may be deceptive. And another bank home for Curry. Boy, she may have used all of her credit on that. Makes the three, used the glass in the opening half. 19 in the game, 3 of 6. Tigers responding with a bank. 81-64, and that's going to do it. So Nia Valentine